Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea, and welcome to a game between Showtime, Demauer and Reynor. These guys have been playing each other an awful lot, and the most recent time is this particular game in Bulgaria, an offline tournament called Bellum Gens Elite. Before that they played each other in the EWC qualifier, in which Reynor managed to barely squeeze by. He really had to work hard for it, like the last drops of ketchup in a bottle, you know? Not sure how you guys get it out, but I usually smash the thing on the table a couple of times. Try my best. Sometimes if I'm really feeling it, I'll cut it open. Yeah, I'll spoon it out as well, but good lord. Not a good system for that. That is what Reynor had to do as well last time they played. He had to cut open the bottle of ketchup to get that last bit out of there and barely get past Showtime. Let's see if today's going to be any different. I'm very familiar with the way that Showtime plays because I've been watching a lot of his games. He is inspirational. He is inspirational for Protoss players. He often opens in the exact same way with a double adept shade, which he 95% of the time finishes up. No matter how many links there are. He'll just finish it. He says, hey, if I can kill 3-4 links or 2-3 drones, I'm going to be fine. And in this case, it's going to be 2 links and 2 drones, a little bit of mining time lost. And in a previous life, perhaps I would have said, you know what, I don't think this is worth it. After watching a lot of Showtime, I will actually say, I do believe this to be worth it. I think this is completely fine. I think there's nothing wrong with this. So Showtime right now in, I think, an okay spot. This is completely okay. Oracle's going to show up. It's going to get 2-3 kills here as well. So that's another 3 links. Every link that you kill early on, later on, will need to be rebuilt anyway. So although it is not direct damage onto the eco, and you're not killing a drone, it still counts. You know, it's still absolutely damage that we should count. We're going to the Oracle Phoenix into Oracle Forged Twilight, as well as a third cast here coming out right now for Showtime. Oracle's going to need to help this adept. I think it's definitely going to help. Probably going to get 2-3 more links. Okay, she's going to get 2 more links over here. Oracle has a lot of energy in it though. Let's see what this Phoenix is up to. It's going to fly across the map. Overlord's still in a weird spot. Will get pushed back here by this Phoenix. This Overlord also fairly far out. Reynor needs to be careful that he doesn't end up losing some of these Overlords and getting supply blocked. It's always a real shame when that happens. This OV will remain for now. Let's see what his plans are. Reynor, by the way, is one of the few players that still frequently goes up to 6 queens, where the golden standard right now in this matchup actually is a 5 queen opener. We often see Reynor go for the 6 queens. Let's see if that's going to be the case here as well. He loses 3 drones to this little fly-in. It's not the end of the world, but still a little bit of damage. 7 gates coming in behind this. What the hell? So it's going to be 8 gate charge plus 1. It's going to hit hard, but it's going to be kind of delayed here. This is a truck that has been in a traffic jam. It's still going to hit like a truck, but at this point Reynor might have some chance to actually build up a wall already. I'm not sure if it's going to finish up though. So the way that you want to deal with these types of charge attacks is that, yeah, there we go. Roach Warren or Bailing Nest, both are fine. I actually believe that when I talk to the high-level Zerg players, if they were to make like a decision at this point, if they could, you know, if they had map hacks, they probably prefer having a Bailing Nest over having a Roach Warren. Roach Warren is a little bit more secure overall, but a Bailing Nest is just so freaking powerful against Zerglings in particular. Or sorry, against Zealots in particular, but also against Adepts, they can be very nice. Yeah, Bailing is real strong. Get the +1 melee in there as well. Boy, does it feel good. A couple of roaches now on the way. Ooh, this is awkward. Do we not have any larvae? We have some larvae. There's not a whole lot of gas. I think this Cloud Reconstitution, yeah, it needs to be cancelled. Can we maybe get some evos for walls? That is the standard approach here. There we go. Evo number 1, Evo number 2. Do we have a full wall in the natural as well? Yes, of course we do. A lot of Zealots right now are moving in forward. +1 has finished up as well. And here come the Zealots. They're starting to punch these roaches. Good Ravager Mortar. Look at these Zealots not fighting on the right side whatsoever. Evo chambers continue building as well, as these roaches might just get caught out. Queen is trying to reinforce over here, as Reynor is luring some of these Zealots away. Ravager is going to finish up here as well on the far right. And I am not so certain if Showtime is going to be capable of breaking his opponent here. He is up an upgrade. He is dealing at least a little bit of damage, but a lot of that damage is actually indirect. A lot of direct damage hasn't been dealt yet. Now these Zealots for the first time are really going to start smacking some drones around. Target fire though ain't that great. Now we get a couple of shift clicks over here. Oracle in the back is going to help out. 1, 2, 3 drones will fall. Another Zealot warp in runs in forward. 63 drones to 65 as the Zealots are winning this fight. I think a lot of queens have fallen already, 5 in total. But I do believe that Showtime eventually is going to get cleaned up. Does not have a prism nearby to quickly reinforce. Did not kill 10, 15, 20, 30 workers. No, it's just 5 workers. What's even worse is that the fort base is still alive. So right now we're really in a position in which Showtime has potentially inferior tech, as I think Zealot charge against mass roach is usually favorable for the roach. However, I am not... Actually, he has blink already as well. That's absolutely perfect against roaches. I'm still not entirely sure about all of this though. Like, is Reynor in a good spot right now? No, I don't think so. Showtime probably wants to take a fort base at this point. We already see the pylon going down. We have a move out right now here with the Stalker as well as a couple of Zealots. 2 Zealots move towards the bottom side to construct that fort base too. Gonna get the double roaches coming in from main and fourth. 71 workers to 69. Whenever someone is massing roaches and they're at the same worker count as the opponent, it usually means it's going to be an all-in with the roaches. I'm not certain if this is what Reynor wants to do, but it might be what he will be forced into. He'll be forced into trying to deal a lot of damage because this is just not an army that skills well into the late game. We don't have an infestation pit out right now. We don't have a Hydra then. We're getting a 7th gas. So a 7th gas, yeah, there you go. Indicates late game. But at the same time, a 7th gas... I mean, the worker count overall doesn't indicate late game. And the unit comp doesn't. Okay, we're going to get tunneling claws here. Very odd way of playing out of Reynor. Very odd way of playing. Even for the bad position that he finds himself in, this is not something we frequently see. The tunneling claws, it's an acquired taste. It's a little bit like poop. There are certain dogs that love it, but they're like birds, you know, flies. Hugely into it, but not many humans that I know. And it's the same with tunneling claws. There's not many high-level Zerg players that are very fond of this upgrade. It's often considered bait. Expensive bait. Because in order to use it, you need to build a lot of roaches. And roaches are quite expensive for what they often perform. As we have a bit of a roach attack here on the right side. It's going to take out 1, 2 cannons at an instant. Stalkers to have +2 though against just +1 roach. Here comes the Oracle helping out. Storms his own Oracle. It's rare to see. There's no energy recharge available. It's going to be a roach attack over here. Roach your boat. These bad boys are kind of stuck in the middle. We have an observer on the left. We have cannons on the right. And we have this Phoenix nearby as well. Tunneling Claw's gonna get revealed here right now. Look at that. Instantly gets revealed. I feel like Showtime is aware of this. I feel like Showtime is absolutely aware of that. As this does get spotted, 1, 2 roaches get taken out. The moment you see this, Immortal plus Cannon is such a solid response generally. I guess what we're seeing here, we have 2 more Arkham Orbits. I would have loved to see even just a single High Templar in the mix here. Would have been so freaking helpful, but this is just going to get pushed back regardless. Stalker Zealot is pushing back these roach force that tried to go for a run by, and Reynor is really achieving as little as humanly possible. This is why the Glial Reconstitution is often considered as bait, is because it doesn't tend to do anything. We do have 8 gases for the Zerg, but we also have 8 gases for the Protoss. And my rule generally is that the game is about even if the Zerg player is mining with 2 more gases. If the Zerg is mining with an even amount of gases, Protoss tends to be favored. If Zerg is mining with 3 gas more than his opponent, or 4 more gas, then Zerg is favored. But 2 gases above, that is an even game. So right now, definitely favorable situation here for Showtime. It's going to be pushing out across the map. We have a couple of Lurkers that are trying to move into position. Showtime needs to be careful. Does not want to lose these Templars. Not going to lose them for now. This 5th base for Reynor. Ay. Part of the English breakfast, my dear friends. It's going to be toast. It's going to be toast. This base goes down. We do have a counterattack here on the bottom side. Recall is available and we're instantly going to send it. That is beautiful. At the same time, this Oracle is going to get sniped. That's a pretty big deal. That is a pretty big deal, because that's one of the main ways of getting some type of detection onto those Lurkers. Lurker count's only at 9, though, which is a serious issue. We have a Spire that has finished up. We have an extra Evo chamber coming in. We have a Nidus network as well that's being constructed. Oi, 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 oi. A Nidus network, huh? You hate to see it. Overlord speed, melee upgrades. No adrenal. No adrenal glands right now. We are gonna get the extra gases. We could potentially get a gas over here. Showtime's already taking his 5th as well, though. So keeping close here to Reynor when it comes to that gas income. Adaptive Talent's about to finish up, and look at the army split here. Reynor's not doing that because he wants to defend on 2 sides, but because he potentially wants to attack on 2 sides. So he just wants to feel out where his opponent is weak and then try and base trade. That is going to be his main goal. For now, though, it's going to be attacking this side. He's going to find a Stormer. That's nice. Lose a couple of links, but it's not the end of the world. 7 cannons being constructed, couple in the main base. I actually was talking with Showtime about this, and while we were in Bulgaria. He played a series against Zero in which he lost due to Nidus. And I was talking with him and I said, you know what, I think it's not bad. If you get your 5th base up, is to just basically spread cannons out in your main base so that a Nidus can never get up. So basically you have a cannon covering every inch. That's what I told him, and here I see him do it. He's one of these players that can implement things that you tell him so quickly, which is cool to see. That is so cool to see, actually. I am someone that learns, you know, with the help of being beaten multiple times with the same thing. And it's like, oh, that's a stick. And then you get hit by it. It's like, oh, that hurts. You know, you'll try 3-4 more times, and if the stick, you know, hurts 3-4 more times, I'm like, all right, perhaps let's not walk into the guy with the stick again. Showtime, he can, you know, I tell him, and he instantly does it. It's really cool. It's a good call. It's a good call. I like that. It helped out here as well, definitely. Gonna be capable of taking out this Overseer. There's no Tempest here, is there? Where are the Tempests? I saw some being constructed. We have 1 Tempest here on the top side, but the Lurker's in position. Are gonna be clearing a significant portion of this army. This is awkward. This is awkward. This feels so bad. Oi, 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 oi. This is a weird little fight we got going on over here. Time Warp's coming in as well. Overseer's gonna get sniped. That's the end of it, no? That is the end of it. Luckily, there's a Lurker Nidus nearby, which you can always retreat into. We are going to go up to 10 gas. Now we have this Nidus coming up in the main base. It's not completely covered. We have a cannon here, we have a cannon here, we have a cannon here, cannon here. This area, however, not being spotted. Triple Zealots now running over, but 2 seconds away from finishing up. I think Lurkers are just going to pop out. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Lurkers popping out. Cannon nearby does provide some vision, and it's going to get cleaned up. But this is going to allow Reynor to move towards the bottom right side. Reynor, by the way, who still is lacking that Adrenal Glands upgrade right now. Still lacking that Adrenal Glands upgrade. That is the opposite, my dear friends, of good news. Nidus Network, or yeah, Nidus Worm coming down on the far right side. Space might actually fall, no? We have another Ling Run by that's now being set up to the far left. Nidus Worm dealing some serious damage here, or at least allowing him to retreat if he wants to. It's not gonna do any damage. Neil Nidus coming in, same spot once again. Reynor found the sweet spot. Big Ling Run by over here is also dealing some damage. 11 workers going down. 88 drones to the 72 of his opponent. This gas needs to be taken. This base needs to be taken. Extra gases need to be built all around. As Reynor is struggling to get the gas count up. He's building 12 more Lurkers, plus 2 air weapons as well. And the way that you want to play it is basically stay on Lurker Hydra for as long as humanly possible. And then once the game is completely secure, that's when you go into Lurker Corruptor. And once you get that, you try to go into the Greater Spire, Broodlord Lurker Corruptor. That is pretty much going to be your late game army as a Zerg player. Showtime happily continues expanding here though. Over towards the far right side as he sets up a Nexus over here. Flyer Tech level 2 is about to finish up. Second Spire coming in as well. And Reynor now planning probably on taking the next base. Boy, this is a big fat force, isn't it? That is indeed a big fat force. Where's that Oracle, my dear friends? Where is that Oracle of ours? Oracle is on the way. We have a... if this was a fight with Adrenal Glands, I think that these Lings would have actually won. I think these Lings actually would have won. Lings are so freaking powerful with Adrenal. Right side base did get taken out. I'm surprised that Reynor isn't noticing it quite yet. 17 minutes in. New Knight is coming in. We have a lot of changelings as well that are around. 6 Overseer, single Nidus network. Just a single Nidus network. No double Nidus stuff. Single Nidus stuff for now. Lurkers moving up towards the 3rd, sorry. More Lurkers actually moving up towards the 5th. Carapace is about to finish up as well. Get a Nidus Worm into the main base. Get a Nidus Worm into the main base. Upgrades favoring Showtime, I think, 3-1-1. With 3-1-2 or 3-2-1 on the way. This bad boy is gonna get taken out. Cannon has been constructed here right now, so this area is secure. Reynor spotting a new spot though. And so this is scary for us, ain't it? What are we gonna do about it? The base trade seems to be the answer. Cheeky little base trade here for the man. Cheeky little base trade here for the man. No tectonic destabilizer, so these Tempests aren't necessarily very fast at killing stuff. It's also scary in base trades if there's a lot of cash in the bank, is that, you know, Corruptors, 10, 12 Corruptors can fly out all of a sudden and start fighting your stuff. Lynx now moving in forward, still without that Adrenal. Yep, still without that Adrenal. Are still going to clear a lot of these workers at a pretty high pace. Nidus Worm now coming in as well. This is going to get pushed back. 52 workers to 92. As the Natural is under heavy siege, and Showtime, who had a phenomenal lead, is actually kind of being pulled apart over here. He is being pulled apart just a little bit. Absolutely just a little bit. Let's see if he can slowly but surely move in forward. This base under some heavy fire. Lynx, should they burrow? Should they not? No, they won't. Tempest definitely clearing a lot of the ground here. Maybe he should clear the Overseer so he can move in with the rest of the army as well. This is so many Lurkers. Zealots are doing such a good job against these Lynx for 2 reasons. 1, they're fighting in chokes, and 2, these Lynx still don't have adrenal glands. Lurkers now moving towards the right side, trying to get a better angle out. We're gonna get 5 Tempest. Big time warp. Puff, puff. Lurkers over here could potentially deal some serious damage as well. So this is all eventually gonna die, right? There's no way around that. This, however, might just get a kill on this base, although as I say that, Immortal Plus Observer is showing up. No high ground vision here for Reynor. That means that these guys are gonna die as well. Resources lost is now starting to heavily favor Showtime by about 6-7k. Main base has been secured, but these bases aren't mining anymore, and Showtime is kind of getting destroyed here in this game, if I'm being real honest. 16 Lurkers on the way and 5 Corruptors. It's a good Zealot run by. Or Zealot Prism, look at this. I mean, this should... all the alarm bells should be ringing right now. These Lynx are not fighting well enough. There's like 5-6 Zealots should get... I mean, they're not... they should maybe not get blasted, but they should be having a much better fight. The Lynx should be having a much better fight against them. Showtime now on the other side of the map. There's no counterattack going on, and that's an issue. As long as you're attacking with Lurkers, you're usually in a good spot, but the moment you have to defend, it's going to be difficult, because you can't really chase this army around. Burrows are too slow. Way, way too slow. Here we go. We have a recall available. Is that even necessary? No mothership around anymore. This base is starting to mine once more. 160 supply to 195. No gas in the bank, though. That's a serious issue here for Reynor. He's not mining fully either from the gases that he does have. This isn't mining. Well, these are empty. These are being saturated. These aren't mining. And one isn't mining here. So we're missing about like 4 gas income or so. That could be a lot of extra Corruptors every single minute. Corruptors are definitely what is needed. I'd love to see a little base trade here out of Reynor. Just with maybe 1-2 Lurkers and a bunch of Lynx running across the map. Still no adrenal glands though, is definitely hurting. No Vipers either, by the way. Viper's often a useful tool in order to try and catch some of these Tempests. And I get a recall. And that means the end of this Link run by. It wouldn't have done a whole lot anyway, because these Links, as mentioned before, are still very weak. Archon's gonna show up, do a bit of damage, and these bad boys are most likely going to fall, or at least take enough damage, but they're not that useful anymore. Get major movement towards the right side of the map right now. 2k mineral income, as well as 1200 gas income. And I think the gas is the real game changer here. Although Showtime actually has plenty of gas, 3.8k in the bank. Mothership is on the way. Overseer now moving towards the far right. New Nidus Worm coming in. I don't know what it is doing, but it is doing something. I think this is Nidus Worm time, right? Absolutely. Showtime's gonna spot it instantly though. Let's see if he responds. Hell yeah, he's gonna respond. He's gonna send a bunch of his zealots back there to deal with it. as the changelings once again are moving across the map. 4 changelings over here. This thing's gonna finish up, but it's not going to unload anything, so that's completely fine. Bunch of lurkers on the right, bunch of lurkers on the left. Gotta make my mind up. Which side do I attack? What do we have here? 5 Tempest. 6 lurkers. Okay, can we get a burrow? Hell yeah. We get a Ling run by over towards the middle. Maybe into the main base. Oh, this is some nice rerouting of the Lings. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful stuff over here. Corruptor staying at home as well, helping out. Nice multitasking. Reynor's average APM 620. Showtime's average APM 456. Once again, Reynor tries to get a Nidus Worm up. It's actually blocking one of these Zealots with the Changeling hold position. It's working out. Could maybe get some big setup here. 2, 3 lurkers out here. Oh, he could have done it. Most definitely could have done it. He's not going to do it, but he could have done it. He absolutely could have done it. Do we have the lunge ability? No, we're missing some key abilities here on the Hydra. No nanomuscular swell. No nanomuscular swell. What else are we missing? We're missing adrenal gland still. That is pain. That is absolute pain. This base is gonna fall. Tectonic destabilizers now starts. +3 air on the way for Reynor. What does Showtime have? He's on +0 air. That is the worst type of upgrade to have. Because it's none. Showtime adding in a cybernetic score, probably wanting to fix that problem. There's no real defense over here, but we have a stormer nearby. Let's see if we can get anything done. Ooh, time warp plus invisibility. Not getting any kills here whatsoever. That is what we call painful. Like these types of fights, they should be extremely one-sided. Even more, actually this is really one-sided, even without adrenal, never mind. Okay, we have a nice, oh look at this! The cannon bait. Flies in with the Overseer, baits the cannon to shoot at it. And that allows this Nidus Worm to do nothing useful. To almost do something useful though. And maybe that is the key. Is that the thought was very good. Greater Spire's about to finish up, so Reynor probably wanting to go into Brute Lords from here on out. Wanting to deal with the ground army just a little bit better. Nexus being taken forward as well. Showtime at 57 workers, you know. It's not a crazy amount of workers, but I think it might just be enough. One Templar goes down. Second Templar stays alive. Tempest over here doing a good job as well. Very heavy Zealot Archon, by the way. Ooh, that's a lot of these guys. Is that enough? Absolutely that is enough. So he's going to lose what? 2, 3, 4 Corruptors maybe? Kills a Mothership. That's a trade that I'd love if I were Reynor. Not so much if I'm Showtime though. Zealots are going to keep this base. A couple of cannons being taken out. Armor level 3 is about to finish up as well. And we're gonna get... what are we gonna get? 7 Broodies on the way. 7 Broodies on the way. Zealot Big Zealot Archon attack as well on the left side. Nothing ready. Even a couple of Harkons here would have helped out, or a couple of Lurkers here would have helped a lot. They're not in position right now, so they're going to clear these Zealots, but this base is toast. And that is one of the final mining bases right now for Reynor, who, honestly, he is struggling with the minerals, but he's definitely struggling with the gas. He only has 600 gas remaining. He's not mining any gas from the top left. He's trying his best to mine some from here, but there's only 800 left. This base is toast. This base, I mean, it's Showtime, so let's not even talk about it. Zealots are going to show up over there. I wonder if Showtime has realized that there's no adrenal. Oh, all that thought is we have a bit of a bad engagement here for Showtime. It's going to lose 2 of the Tempest, maybe 3 of the Tempest. I'm not sure how many he lost there. It's going to make it harder to clear these Broodies. New Nexus on the way on the right side as well. Zealot Archon showing up towards the middle. New Tempest on the way. Mothership also being rebuilt. The thing is that Showtime is just mining so much more than his opponent right now. Factor, what, 2 on the gas, factor 4 on the minerals. Is that correct? That seems about correct. Reynor's just mining absolutely nothing. He's going to push across the map with these Broodies. I mean, the Tempest have pathetic damage output, don't get me wrong. You know, they need a lot of shots here to deal with these Brutes, but I don't think it's enough Brutes to really do anything. Lurker count here is solid though. That is a stellar Lurker count. That's going to be capable of doing something. 3 Zealots are going to try to delay the push in forward. It's going to force a full burrow once more. And that means that Showtime has a bit more time here to hold something. As the Brute Lurker is now going to clear this base as well. That's going to deny another one of Showtime's base. At the same time, Zealot run by. Once again, cleared this hatchery in the top left. You have Zealots now in this base that has 43 workers. That is too many. So he can lose a couple, but ideally he wouldn't. Because he doesn't really have the cash, you know, to replace it into army supply either. Oop, there goes the Tempest. I wonder if you just want to pee on stuff here. Okay, yeah, Blink Stalkers I think is a good call, actually. It's going to allow him to finish that mothership. Zealot's gonna get cleaned up here. Oh, this Nexus will get cancelled. It's a lot of freaking Corruptors now. Nexus going up on the left side. Nexus going up in the middle. Tempest being added into the mix. This Reynor slowly but surely is kind of running out of cash. Showtime, however, also not as rich as he once was. Don't have to cancel that Nexus. I mean, he has a base. Oh, he's 3 Nexi on the way. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have a little bit of cash here. Mainly a lot of gas. Showtime still has plenty of gas. I think that's the real issue here for Reynor. Honestly, one of the realest issues is 650 links without adrenal glands. 650 links going down without adrenal. That is what we would consider a very, very, very serious issue. Top left here being retaken by Reynor. I think the game has slowed down too much at this point. This very frequently happens with Brute Lords, is that the game slows down in such a way that the Protoss can pretty much take any base that he wants. And I still like getting Brute Lords, but in a scenario perhaps where a little bit more has been mined already. Because right now, I don't see a way where Reynor's ever going to take the right side. I don't see a world in which Reynor's ever going to take this base. So that means these two semi-neutral bases are probably both going to go to Showtime. Or they're going to go to no one, which is also fine for Showtime. Let's take a look at the resources lost. He's up by about 12k. And that generally is enough. Although this moving makes me want to change my mind a little bit. That's not the move-in of a lifetime. 3 cannons and a battery coming in right now. Once again, these links, they're gonna chew through it, but it takes so much longer than it should here. So much longer than it should. As these links, they do not have the upgrades they require. Now have Brute Lords actually way out of position. That is awkward. Showtime could have just moved in forward here with invisibility. Definitely could have moved in forward. He got scared. He got absolutely afraid. He got very, very afraid there. That's allowed. Look, it's okay to be scared. But that could have ended much worse for Reynor. It's already not looking great. So you have a couple of observers here. One on the right side. One's going to move towards the middle. This cannon is not even going to fall. We have a bunch of links burrowed. It's going to bring the total of links to 662 with about 40 still on the map. So 700 links. And each and every single one of them without their most important upgrade. The Zerg stim without taking away health. Just a lot of damage output added into it. Come on, boys. See what we can do over here. 2 more Brute Lords coming in right now. It's gonna go up to 9. Showtime's just gonna set up shop here behind his base. He's gonna set up shop behind his base. Let's not forget he can clear these rocks, and that's going to destroy a lot of the mineral patches. Every single blue mineral patch will get taken out as a result. This is still mining, though. It's very rare to see a game where the cooling towers don't just get blasted. It is not common at all. No Vipers, by the way, in the mix makes the movement here way more simple for the Tempest player, because there's really no risk. The only risk is a fungal and Corruptors, but Vipers, you know, you're out of position for a second, boom, you lose 1-2 Tempest. That freaking sucks. That delays you a whole bunch. Archon attack here towards the right side, but I don't think there's anything to keep these Archons in place. So yes, one is gonna go down. At the same time, we have a push in forward. Can we get a revelation? Yeah, we absolutely can. That's gonna be -1 Lurker. No. It's gonna be -0 Lurkers. Tempest actually are gonna die. 1 Tempest falls. Time Warp plus invisibility gets used. Brute Lords fairly far out of position. These links need to burrow. Once again, they cannot fight just pure Zealots, which is not how it's supposed to be. And Reynor still not realizing what's going on over here. He's now pushing in forward with these Brute Lords. Tempest army is moving in as well, and Reynor's mining bases are in a world of trouble. Yes, Showtime is going to lose this, but he's still mining from here. He's going to be mining from over here. Has some mining in this base as well. Even losing 30 workers over here is not really the end of the world. This is a scary push in, though. This is a very scary push in out of him. He's losing a lot of supply pretty rapidly right now. A couple of these Immortals do stay alive. Lurkers on the left side. Are these the last Lurkers remaining? No, we have 13 Lurkers remaining. Where's the Brutes? They're still pushing in forward over here. More Lurkers over here on the far right. Every Lurker there on the left explodes at about the same time. This base is going to go down as well. The last workers right now for Reynor going down. No more mining over here. Broodlords are going to get cleared as well by a couple of Stalkers. 4 Brutes against 3 Stalkers, and 1 Brood will still fall. Next Stalker warp, and it's just going to straight up end this. And there we go, 11 more Stalkers on the way. Oh, we get a revelation. 102 supply to 170 as Showtime is marching towards a victory here on Tokamak Ladder Edition. Can we get a blink in forward? Do we need to? We don't have to, but I think at this point we can, and I think Showtime knows that he can as well. He continues shooting at these Corruptors, continues shooting at these Lurkers. He has the mining base on the left. He has a semi-mining base over here. There's a semi-mining base over here, and let's face it, Reynor has nothing left right now. Cooling tower still not being taken out is hilarious to me. So once this collapses, it actually takes these 3 mineral patches with it. You can't mine from them anymore, they just disappear because the rocks fall on it. This base, however, is gonna get taken out first, and that means no more mining for Reynor, who's gonna go in for a final push forward. Get invisibility, a zoning time warp. Tempest continues shooting. More storms here, blanketing this Corruptor force, and Reynor with the desperation moving forward is going to be forced into stepping out. Doesn't even have any detection left. We'll need to shoot this mothership. It's actually gonna get the mothership, which is great. But yeah, there's just too much cash, too much army, too much growth over here. GG, well played, get Scottish. Showtime is going to be winning this game over here.